Okay, everyone. I am back, and yes, I'm still wearing my watch. So, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Latasha. I talk all things. I talk business credit, personal credit, how to make money online, Forex. I talk about my life. I share a lot with you guys. I do lifestyle vlogs. So, subscribe, turn on your notifications. So you can join the fearless gangs. I call my people the fearless ones because y'all are. You have to be fearless when you're moving around on this earth plane, simply because um things happen and you can't be moved by what you see. That's biblical. This is Sunday, so I'll be quoting scriptures. I don't go to church, but I will be quoting scripture. The Bible says, do not be moved by what you see. If it's something that you truly want, don't get involved with the economy, what's going on, who doing what, nothing. You stay focused, stay laser focused on your dreams, your goals, and the things that you put in your mind to do for yourself. Most millionaires were made during recessions, during so-called, you know, when the stock market crashed. Because if you have any money sitting up and the way prices are dropping and stocks are dropping, you should be purchasing. You should be purchasing. Let's say you don't, but you do have good credit. So I'm going to segue into credit now. And I'm opening my pouch because I'm pulling out the card I want to talk about today, which is I probably should edit that, shouldn't I? Okay, probably it's locked. I never used the card. Um it's a PenFed Platinum Rewards. I don't know if you guys were able to catch that card. I don't want to edit it out, and the card is locked anyway. So I'm not really worried about anybody trying to do anything with it. I have not used this card. What made me apply for PenFed? Because PenFed was not on my radar. Um, they sent my daughter, if I'm not mistaken, an offer back in March. It was like February, March, something like that, offering her to actually fund her savings account, because you have to have a bank account to get any type of credit with PenFed. And they offered to furnish her fund her account with $5 if she applied for a Power Cash card. And she opened the bank account and she's currently funding. Now she did have an issue with her application, and I told her to call. Children procrastinate. I can't dictate every move they make, but I did tell her to call because her application is kind of like in limbo. I seen them advertising the Power, what is this, Platinum Rewards card on YouTube. So it came through as a commercial about maybe a month ago. And so I was like, I did a little Google search or a little search on YouTube. I absolutely love YouTube because it has so many people give a wealth of information. You can find more out about a product here on YouTube than you can Googling it. So YouTube is a great platform. I don't look for Instagram or TikTok reviews. I always come to YouTube because it's more mature people over here. I digress. And so I typed it in and I wanted to know if it's a soft pull and what bureau do they pull from. I knew I didn't want anything on my Equifax or my Experian because I'm doing other things with those two credit bureaus. So I didn't want too many inquiries. But when I found out that they only check Equifax, I was like, okay, I have a pretty high Equifax score, and high 70s, really, really high 70s. And I only had at the time, I think, four inquiries. Four. Because my last inquiry was, I don't remember. I need to check and I'll tell you guys on my next credit card review. Okay, so yeah, I don't remember at the time. I believe it was four inquiries that I had on my Equifax at the time. So I knew I was safe and I probably would be approved, but I didn't want to get a really low credit card. I just wasn't interested in those. So I went ahead and did the soft pull, and they approved me for $10,000 at a 17% interest rate, which is high, but their cards, all of them are pretty high. Navy Fed is the only credit union thus far that I know, because I'm sure it's more, thus far that I know, start you out with low interest rates or low APRs on your credit card. So I think their APR for this card range from 12 or 14% to 19%. So they put me right at 17.99. They did fund my account for me, so I don't know if this is still going on now. I don't do credit review cards to get people to run out and start applying. I just do my review on the card and what it took for me to get it. So by the time I get the card, as they call it in the credit world, the play has been played out. The reason why they're advertising the platinum reward, I believe, is that most banks or most companies have a particular product that they push because they're trying to get as many customers under that product. Now, what I did do is I went and joined a PenFed group, and a lot of people are getting denied for the Power Cash signature card, I think it is. And it's probably because they have hit their limit on how many people they want to have that card. So I would apply for the gold or the platinum card. Yes, they have different rewards. I get that. I don't get any cash rewards. This is a point-based card. Excuse me. I went with this company because they're like right under Navy Fed, and I want to have relationships with multiple credit unions, especially the ones that give low interest rates. Okay. And if you don't know what PenFed stands for, it's Pentagon Federal Credit Union. Again, they do a soft pull on your Equifax. What I would do is I would freeze the other two, my TransUnion in my experience, so they can only pull from Equifax. And again, it's a soft pull. They do pre-approve you before they actually pull. So that's one of the benefits that I like with some of these companies that I apply for, is that they actually do a soft to tell you, hey, you know, this is what you qualify for. And if you want to accept it, then you can accept it and it will show up on your credit. Some people have little tricks that they do. They'll apply, get approved, and go, and then lock their credit and accept it and say that it won't show up in your credit. I usually lock my credit after I apply and been approved for certain cards anyway, but it still show up. It's still going to show up as an inquiry unless I'm doing something wrong. I really don't plan on applying for anything else. I do have my BlockFi. I was accepted for that, and I'm definitely going to take them up on their offer. And I have a couple of other little things pending right now, but after that I'm going into the garden for the rest of the year and just build and work on the relationships that I currently have with the credit cards that I have. So PenFed seems like a good company. I need to start funding my account. Some people said that they did apply for multiple cards because your inquiry lasts for 30 days. They have multiple products that you can apply for. So if you really need a car or something like that, it would be best to apply for the credit card, then apply for an auto loan. I like the credit union auto loan. Their interest rates are going to be a lot cheaper than going with the dealers. I apologize for saying I just want to make sure I get as much information on this video concerning the product and the company. What else? That's it. I haven't used the card. When I got it, I really didn't have any plans for it. I just got approved for it. I'm thinking 10 grand, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's just gonna make my overall credit file look beautiful. And PenFed, as soon as you activate the card, they report. I like that about them. You don't have to wait. Like some companies, it'll take them like almost 60 days. It'll be about 45 days before they actually report that you got this credit, which will affect your credit card. Which will affect your credit file, because the more credit you have available, the lower your utilization is, and thus you can use more credit. So if you're watching this video, you're like, why people try to get so many credit cards? Because if you, let's just say you have $60,000 worth of credit, right? Available credit throughout all of your accounts. All of your accounts, you have $60,000 reporting to the credit bureau. Well, now you can use more of your credit. So you can use 7 to 10%, which is about 10% is $6,000, right? So you can use about $6,000 of your credit and carry it over every month and still stay within that 10% utilization. I never go over 10%. Matter of fact, I stay about 5 to 6% utilization on my credit period when it's reporting to the credit bureau. For one, why are you using so much credit? Like, even if I have over 100K now in credit, why would I be using that much credit? It's crazy. But here's a caveat, and I'm sure you guys have ran into a lot of videos talking about this. You can use your credit to build wealth. We call it other people's money. So OPM, right? Other people's money. Pull your available credit off a card and forex trade. 10K easy. You don't even need the whole 10K to fund your forex account to actually be able to quit your job. And I don't want PenFed to find this video and be like, they're telling people what to do. At least I'm telling you to take the money off to build wealth versus going by a Gucci or Chanel purse, because you're just going to be paying on a purse, right? But and that comes in due time. If you can figure out how to use your credit to build wealth, then you can go shopping and travel the way you want to shop and travel. Excuse me, guys. I'm not cutting this video off. I just need to see. Who this is inboxing me or emailing me rather. Okay, that's my financial statement from eBay, because I do sell on eBay. So that's another thing. You need to have multiple streams of income, and you need to, if you're looking to get out your job. Now, if you're just watching this for entertainment, honey, entertain on. I'm telling you how to get a credit card. You might want to use it to go remodel your house. You might want to buy new furniture or something. You might not want to use it for to build any wealth, and that's fine. Gnat or whatever that is, little fruit fly. Oof. Okay, so yeah, you may not want to use it to build wealth, but for those that have been following me for years and maybe even joined me on some stuff and it didn't work out, and you feel like, oh my goodness, this is not gonna work, it's not for me. Some people in their heart, they know that making money from home is not a scam. They just feel like it's not for them, or they haven't tapped into the right information or the right thing. It's funding. It's funding, and it's also knowledge, and it's patience, and it's diligence. It's a whole pie of things that you're not doing. You do one, but you don't do the other. You may, so you're diligent, you have a lot of time, but you don't have any money to advertise your business. Okay, advertising dollars, credit cards, advertising dollars. So you can run up an ad on Facebook if that's where you want to run your ads at, and you don't have to worry about it coming out of your real pay. A lot of e-commerce, especially at its infancy, when e-commerce had just started and everyone, it made instant millionaires, and people, took this one product and branded it and made it big. It's because they had credit to run those ads without having to have upfront cash capital. So credit is really, really important for you if you have a business. It's important if you don't have one, because if you just work and your credit score is low and you want to go out and make purchases, you're gonna pay high ass interest. Excuse my language. There's no way around it. If you're in the 600s, 500s, 600s, whatever, they'll finance you. They'll give it to you. But your interest rate on a vehicle is gonna be 15, 16, 17%, and then you're gonna only be paying interest on that car. And don't miss a payment. Don't miss a payment and you get behind. So now you got to pay the late fee. You got to pay your car note, which is all going to interest. The first year, most of it's going to interest. So if you can get your credit score right before you make any major purchases or even go and apply for anything, because again, you might be approved. You thinking they approved me, so my credit got to be decent. No, it's not. It's not based. Look at the fine print. Look at that APR. Your APR is always going to tell you what your credit score look like to the underwriters. It's going to tell you. So it's like, okay, we'll approve you. But this is what your interest rate is going to be. So if you under a high interest rate now, and now your credit has gotten better, refi with a PenFed. PenFed, you don't have to know anyone. You don't have to know anyone. And I would act on this now, because that may close up. At one point, I believe you had to know someone to get in with Pentagon Federal Credit Union. You don't have to know anyone. Go over there. I wouldn't even let them fund my account. I would just put the $5 in myself. I will put the $5 in and tell them that I wanted to apply for their platinum rewards card. I keep looking now. I have a ton of cards, you guys. Platinum rewards card. And from there, they're going to do a soft pull on your Equifax. And they will tell you what you qualify for. I don't care if it's $1,000. I don't care if it's $500. I don't care what it is that they approve you for. You should take it. Because now you're in their community. You're part of PenFed now. So now from there, you can build a relationship with them and try to get from under all those high interests. You can refi your home. You can do a HELOC. If you don't know what a HELOC is, you're pulling equity out of your home to remodel, put a pool, do a roof, whatever it is that you need to do for your home. They still doing it. Some of these community banks are not doing that anymore, but federal credit unions, they're still doing HELOCs. They're still refining. If you have a high interest rate on your home, get out of it, refi it. Go over to PenFed now, especially if you're with like an Arvis or whatever your community bank is. I'm not saying leave it. I'm saying get another bank as well. You should have multiple banks. Go over to PenFed and apply. And for those that get approved, just tell us in the comments, I got approved today. They check, go over and look. If you don't know what your credit look like, go to Credit Karma, open an account, and really hum in on that Equifax, because that's what they're going to look at. If it's some things, some inconsistencies, some things you need to change, you drop all old addresses, phone numbers, any incorrect information on your credit file, remove it, get it off of there. And I mentioned this earlier. So if you're watching this video and your credit is still bad, that's on you. Shame on you, because I've been talking about credit. Shame on you. I know this video is longer than what I intended, but I really wanted to touch on a lot of things that could help people. You can qualify for this card. It's not like Navy Fed where you have to know someone and it's like you part of a, secret society or whatever. No, PenFed, you can apply. Just go over there. I'll put the link below the video. Go over and start up a checking or a savings, and then apply for the card. Take whatever they give you. Quit comparing your credit to the next person. I noticed that a lot. People like, well, they approved me, but they only approved me for $5,000. Well, whippy, now you got $5,000 worth of credit. Now what you gonna do with it? Especially if you have a business If you have an e-commerce business or you trying to forex trade, you should take 2,000 of those 5,000 off that card immediately and put it in your forex account and start trading and building some wealth and get out that job if you don't like it. That $5,000 can help you leave your job if you do it right. These are things I wish I would have known years ago. You go back and look at my videos, all of that stuff I was doing, you guys, I was funding that with my own money. And meanwhile, still trying to raise children because all my kids at the time were in school, paying for proms, helping buy cars and stuff. That was all through cash. It was no credit at all until I found out that credit is king, not cash. Because you'll run out of cash way before you run out of credit. Here's another thing I've learned with wealth building. Time is finite. Listen to me. You can write it down. Time is finite. Money is infinite. We have way more than what we need. Our needs are met. We have to tap into that energy, you guys. Quit doubting yourself, quit having fear, and most importantly, quit surrounding yourself with people with doubt and fear that's instilled in them. Time is finite. You don't want to spend all of your life fighting bills, fighting debt, fighting poverty, just fighting. High-fiving your spouse when you get the rent paid. Praying that your car don't stop on you because you can't afford to get another one. Get your credit right. Get your credit right. Use your credit to build wealth. I promise you your relationships will be healthier if your finances were good. Stop holding your head in the palm of your hand every month, wondering how you're going to make ends meet. Let's not even talk about the economy. I don't care. I don't care about the gas. I don't care about none of that. That has nothing to do with nothing. The Forex market never changes. It moves with the economy. So if you get with the right platform and teach you how to buy and sell, you can make a fortune. I made a lot of money last week off the Forex market, not even including e-commerce. It's not even, the economy has nothing to do with you. Create your own economy, you guys. So I think I've been on here too long. I hope I encouraged some people. I hope I kind of got some wheels turning, your thought process. Again, if you're new to this channel and you just clicked on here because I told you how to qualify for a PenFed, Pentagon Federal Credit Union credit card, I want you to subscribe. Let's grow together. I'm gonna, in my community post, I usually post, well, here the last week I posted my Forex wins. I will keep you guys posted. I can't post every day because sometimes the market closes and it switch over and all of that for that day disappear. When I remember and have time, I will definitely post in my community page. You can't see that information unless you subscribe to my channel. So go subscribe. Okay, so I think that's it for today. So I did 2 videos. I'm going to get them all edited and all that good stuff, and you guys should see them this week. I want you guys to have a happy 4th of July. If I don't see you again before my birthday, I will definitely record everything from the, try to get the airport. I'll try to get the airport. I will try to get, you know, the journey to my villa. I'll just try to record the whole vacation and birthday vlog until then, because my birthday is in like 11 days. So I need to be packing and getting some stuff together, and just, because I'm going to be out of the country. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take care, be fearless, enjoy your 4th of July, and remember, you determine where you at. Nothing is holding you back. Nothing. You have no limits. There are no limitations in your life but the ones that you set for yourself. Bye.